So today's the 8th of June 2025. Another little update for the day. If anybody doesn't know me, my name is Alexi, run my own SMA. Been tracking my journey and filming it on here for the past 3 or so years, and just thought I'd share with you what's gone on recently. So so first of all, which is cool, got my first hire, my first employer, which is cool, employee, sorry, and that is actually my brother. So I was looking for an editor as it was, because I was wasting time editing and it wasn't something that I personally should have been doing. And I was sort of looking around and I had a few people lined up and I had options. And then my brother's in a place at the moment where he's trying to learn to trade, and he was just looking for some cash in the bank as well whilst he was trading, just to build up a bit of a pot. And I said to him, look, I can't obviously pay you what I was paying them because they're trained editors, but I said to him, I don't need anything fancy, I just need you to do the basics of what I'm doing. So I gave him a basic rate, which is pretty good for what it is. I've been a bit generous with him to help him out. So I had like a first little call today, even though he's in the next room, we just done it on a call, it was easier. And just broke down for him what exactly it is that I need him to do for me, pretty much. So yeah, that's cool. First hire, almost 3 years down the line, but yeah, be cool. Cool to help him out, cool to have someone helping me as well. So that's that. I think, aside from that, I guess a few things have come up which I guess are worth sharing, even at this point in the journey. So first of all, I signed up for this YouTube sort of coaching thing to help me with my YouTube to take it to the next level. Had a bit of a situation with it, and I just got to a point in my head where I sort of talked myself out of it, and like I say, got in my own head about it, caused myself to be very uncertain about it, and I just got very sort of fearful about the investment that I just made. And then I tried to pull out of it, and then the guy was like refusing to refund me, so we had a whole situation, and I paid him 2.5k. And again, it was a scenario which I'd caused in my head. But yeah, so now I'm going ahead with this now, which I don't have a choice with, unfortunately. This guy went about it the complete wrong way. I wanted to pull out. He just refused to give me my money back, even though I hadn't even got into his platform or done any of the work or used any of the calls. And he was trying to keep the money and stuff like this. So then it got to a point where I sort of calmed down, and he fed the fear because of the way that he acted. And I was like, shit, am I about to get scammed here or something? So I started like spiraling a little bit. Ended up in a bit of a mess over Friday and Saturday, sort of, not Saturday morning, Friday the whole day after I signed up, thinking, fuck, have I signed up with the wrong guys? This guy's genuine as he says he is, and started just panicking with it. Anyway, calmed myself down, did my MMA, that took my mind off it on Saturday morning, and then I shot a podcast also on Saturday, which was really cool, which is my first ever in-person podcast appearance, which was really, really cool. And essentially so I've sort of come to terms with it. I need to learn to get better with YouTube. I put hours into it every week. I post every single week and I never get anything back out. So essentially I've decided that I need to invest in it. I need to learn in it, and I don't have a choice. I put my money in, I can't get it back out now, so we're doing it. So that's that. And then I guess aside from that, I think just over what's happened with the last week, like everything's just felt like a lot recently. I don't know, it's just built up and it's just felt like a lot on my shoulders at the moment. I think obviously I had some issues with my ads, so they've stopped running at the moment. I've had to turn them off and trying to launch new campaigns. So at the moment, I don't have any new discovery calls in the calendar, which is a little bit, apart from one tomorrow, which is a catch-up call, which I'm hoping she will go ahead anyway. So I don't know, I think everything this week's just sort of added up, and it's just been like, oh, fucking hell, it's just felt like a lot, to be honest with you. Like I said, this situation with this guy was a big headache, because then we agreed to do a refund, and then he turned around and went, no, you're not getting your money back. And then I was like, shit, is he even going to let me use the product now? Is he going to like just scam me or whatever? So, and a whole situation with that, and that's felt like really a lot over the past couple of days. And then, I've just got a lot to do, and launching these new ads and a lot of stuff with clients. So it's just felt like a lot, and it's just felt like a big weight on my shoulders. But I guess at the same time, um, at the same time, this is the life that I asked for, and I knew that if I wanted to start making something of myself and get big, you don't get a big life without bigger problems or without bigger pressures or without bigger things coming up. So it's just part of the journey, and it's just something that I need to learn to manage and to just go through the motions of. But yeah, it's felt a lot, and I think as well because I'm like set on this goal and moving to Dubai in October. I think I've sort of put this like unnecessary pressure on myself as well when it comes to the money. Like I have a very, very healthy pot of money for my age in my account, and a lot of that I was planning to use to move to Dubai, which I still am. But I think as well what happened was this weekend is that because I invested into this thing, then I shut myself over it and I was like, shit, I don't want to do it. And then this guy was refusing to give my money back. I was thinking as well, that's taking a big chunk out of the potential Dubai pot. That's a good few months rent, for example. So yeah, it's just a lot, just sort of adding up, and it's just felt like a lot recently. And usually I'm quite mentally strong, but yeah, this week it's got me. If I'm being completely honest, it's got me, and not in a good way at all. So yeah, it's been a very, very interesting week. But yeah, I've just come back. I did gym and I did sauna and steam just to try and sort of unwind a little bit. But yeah, it's still on my head. It's 9:42 now. So I just need to try and switch off for it and just unwind and just hit the week running. But yeah, some weeks it does feel like too much, if I'm being honest. It does feel like a lot. It does feel like a lot of pressure. And again, this is the sort of thing that I need to manage and work on and build on because, like I said, we're doing good, but for where I want to be, the pressure and the problem's going to get even bigger. So I need to learn to manage that. Essentially, I need to work on that. And look, I forget my age. I forget that I'm only 22 as well, and I forget what I'm doing at my age is quite impressive. And sometimes I don't appreciate that, and I have a lot of pressure on myself. So yeah, sometimes I just need to take a breather and take a step back. But yeah, it was nice. I did the podcast yesterday, which was my first ever appearance on a like in-person podcast. I'd done an online podcast, and then the guy sort of gave up with the podcast, so it never went anywhere, which was a shame. But yeah, this in-person one was really, really good. Really, really, really cool guy. Jarove does very well for himself. He's built a good business. I think he has 2 businesses at the moment. And he's really good with the content. He had a really cool podcast set up. It wasn't meant to do a podcast. We were just meant to get some content and just spend some time together. But then we got back to his office space and he had a podcast set up and he was like, "Look, if you wanna shoot some content, mate, or a podcast, like we're here. We might as well. Do you want to?" I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" And we said we'll do like 30, 40 minutes. We ended up doing an hour and 40. And yeah, it was nice. It was really nice as well. It was like quite refreshing for me because yeah, I think especially like the quite difficult couple of days I'd had, especially with that whole situation with the money, thinking I was going to get scammed and sort of getting myself in a really bad place mentally, which was down to my own doing, and obviously how he reacted fed into it more, the guy that I signed up with. So it's a bit of a disaster, but yeah, it was nice to just talk about my journey, reflect on the progress, reflect on where I've been and what I've done to get to this point. So yeah, it was cool, but yeah, I think I just need to sort of unwind for tonight now, get my head back screwed on, just to tackle the week. So like I said, no more discovery calls at the moment. Obviously that will change again. The whole idea of this YouTube thing was to start getting some organic traction. Getting whether that will work or not, I'm not sure. But I guess that's always the risk when you invest into this stuff. And then what was I going to say? Yeah, I need to get my new ads launched. Got some client calls, and yeah, just get started with this YouTube stuff now. So yeah, there's a lot to be done. I need to move faster with more purpose, but yeah, there we go. Just feeling like a lot at the moment. So I guess for anybody watching this, whether you're at the start, whether you're years in, it's natural. It's part of the process, part of the journey. It's the life that you asked for. So you can't just want the highs and not the lows of it. And it's not such a low. It's just part of it, like I say. So yeah, there we go. That's what's happened over the weekend and today. but yeah, I know the updates haven't been as much, and I signed another client the other day, on Monday last week. I didn't record a video of it. I think it's getting a bit boring and repetitive now, me constantly saying, oh, I've signed a client, I've signed a client. But yeah, eventful. Just need to get myself grounded, look back in, and go from there. But yeah, it's been an interesting week.